What's going on, everyone? So today we're looking at the brand new Campbell Hausfeld 1.3 gallon Suitcase air compressor. We reviewed other Campbell Hausfeld air compressors on here and they did excellent. Not only is this thing awesome, it is cool to boot. So why do they actually call this a suitcase compressor? Well, look at it. It looks like a suitcase. Extremely portable at only 29.6 pounds. You can move this thing around anywhere you need to without any hesitation or trouble at all. Alright, so before we get too far into this review, I want to look at this chart and actually go over what this compressor is great for and not so great for. Inflation. As far as it goes with inflating tires on your car or your truck, perfect. If you want to blow up some kids' toys, this is an absolute perfect air compressor for that. Finish nailing, brad nailing, and staple guns all work perfectly off of this air compressor. Hobby painting and airbrushing, absolutely perfect. Frame nailers, absolutely no issue with this compressor while you're using your frame nailer. It will keep up guaranteed. As far as it goes with bolting and tightening, if you're using an impact, if you're changing a tire, fine. If you work for NASCAR, move along. Painting. If you plan on painting your car with this, you're going to be very disappointed. It's not going to keep up with it, okay? Cutting, grinding, sanding, forget it. Get something bigger. Look at some of their larger models. Only the top, I say, 4, maybe 5 items this compressor is good for. Now, that being said, those 5 items, this compressor does very well. Alright, now the only assembly required is this little muffler here that is hidden in the actual styrofoam piece, so don't throw that away. Just take it out, screw it on, and that is it. That is the only thing you need to do before you start using this air compressor. Alright, let's take a look at the front panel here. Classic Campbell Hausfeld design. Very easy to read gauges. Large numbers, no problem seeing them at all. You got your outlet pressure gauge and you got your regulator. Very simple to turn that left and right, not an issue. Then you got your tank pressure here, which goes up to 125 psi. Also very simple to see. And then your power button on and off, very easy to use. The Quiet series, listen, every Campbell Hausfeld air compressor that I've ever used was extremely quiet. Look at the size of the numbers on this. Just a well-designed front panel. Really happy about that. But extremely quiet. I will let you hear this soon. Alright, so turn this thing up on its belly and here you go. This is the 1.3 tank and here is your drain valve. Very easy to use. If you have condensation in the tank, you want to make sure that you drain that, especially in the wintertime so it doesn't freeze up. On the side view here, once again, this is a smaller tank, so you're limited to what you can actually do with this compressor. But what you can use it for, it does it very well. So all in all, really not a huge air compressor, but it does the job for what you need it to do. Alright, let's take a closer look at the motor. The motor has 0.7 horsepower, and the total RPM is 1700. It's 120 volt. You can see it's protected nicely, and over here you have your air release valve. It's releasing the air out of the tank once you pull that pin. And over here, the quick connect, it's a 1/4 inch male fitting that would be going into that. Now on the back side, they added some really heavy duty rubber feet to prevent marring on surfaces and also to protect the actual air compressor itself if you were to set it down too hard. And again, this is why they call it the suitcase air compressor. Very portable, very easy to move around, very light. You set it down, you inflate your tire, you get the job done, you pick it back up, and you bring it to the next area you need it. And this is how you turn it on right here. So all in all, extremely quiet and fills up very quickly. About 45 seconds to a minute, you have a full tank and you're ready to go. And just a quick look at the Easy Connect fitting. Alright, let's try this with the brad nailer. Alright, so you can see how easy that was. The compressor kept up the entire time. I could have went all day with that, and it sank these nice and flush. Alright, now this compressor is really meant to be laying down. I have this standing up. You can lean this up against the wall if you want to. I have a piece of wood here propping it up right now. I really wish on the bottom they would have added a level surface to give you the option to stand this up. It's really not that big of a deal, but I just wish they would have put something that went level across the bottom. Alright, so other than that one little thing, I have to say that this compressor is really impressive. It's extremely portable, very light, and very powerful for the applications that it's actually labeled to do. I have no issues with this at all. I love the gauges up here. I think the on and off button is extremely simple to use. It's very quiet. It's just very versatile. And when I'm actually going to do my finished basement this year, this will be the compressor that I will use instead of bringing down a larger compressor that's just overkill and that I gotta lug up and down the steps all the time. So this is the one that I will be using, and I think that anybody that needs something to do inflation or anything else we mentioned would absolutely love this compressor. So with that being said, I'm giving this a 5-star. I'm going to put a link below for the Amazon page and the Home Depot page that this can be bought. Listen, if you like this review, if it helped you, thumbs up. Check us out at www.toolreviewzone.com, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll talk to you all soon.